It took me 3 years to learn how to choose good books. But don't worry, I'm gonna teach to you in 1 minute. I call it the Lindy Framework. Before you choose a book, understand there's two topics. There's topics that change and topics that don't change. Topics that change would be science, math, anything that is constantly evolving. Topics that don't change are human nature, philosophy, how to live the good life, sociology. You can read the same books from 2000 years ago and humans remain the same. They never really change. But if you read an engineering book from 1000 years ago, it's gonna be shit. That's the key difference, and that's how we're gonna choose our books. For topics that don't change, the older the book, the better it is. For example, Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. This was written more than 2000 years ago. And the things here is still applied to everyday life. The psychology here, how to live the good life. Marcus wrote to himself, and his advice still applies. When a book is very old on a topic that doesn't change, it means the book is really good because people kept reading it. On topics that don't change, the older a book, the better. So if you want to understand human nature, don't read new books. Read very old books. Read Montaigne, read Marcus Aurelius, read Seneca, read Socrates, or even read the plays by Shakespeare. If you want to help making friends, for example, don't read all these self-help books bullshit that are trying to sell stuff. Read a really old one, like How to Win Friends and Influence People. This book is still very good today. And the reason it survived is because it's so good. But if we're trying to learn something new, then it changes. Then you want to read the latest book on the topics. But you never want a book that is trying to teach you something to make money. I always prefer modern books by scientists, not by self-help writers. If you read the book and it's by an author that is only a self-help writer, don't read it. For example, one of the best books on sales and influence is Influence by Cialdini. He's a researcher on the topic. He's not a self-help writer. Or Thinking Fast and Slow, which is a book on cognitive psychology by another researcher. Another example is Skin the Game by Nassim Taleb. Nassim is already a millionaire. He doesn't need to make money off his books, so his books speak the truth. For modern books, it's important to choose books that the author is not trying to sell you something. He's not making his living out of you. He's trying to just teach you something. That way, the incentives between you and him are aligned. And that way, you know the book is good and you know the author is writing for passion.